Thank you. This is great.
Okay, they got it.
Hey,
We don't have any picture.
we don't have any. Hey, come.
Sorry, I just missed that.
Shah, give me a look. Give me a look here. Shah, give me a look.
Here, please, sir. Next side.
Just straight in front of you, please.
Can you go back a bit? Left side.
In the corner.
Left side. Left side. To the left. To the left.
One side. One side.
Left side, please. And one more, just straight in front of you. Just down on the bottom, please. Down on the bottom row, please.
Left side. Left side. Left side. Left side. Right to the left. To the left.
Down.
So, welcome to the press conference of Om Shanti Om. We are very happy to have with us here Shahrukh Khan and Kishore Lula. He's the CEO and chairman of Eros International, the world distributor of Om Shanti Om. Allow me one word of introduction, because usually you would expect also Farah Khan being here, the director of the film, also the co-producer of this film. She's not here because she is about to deliver her first child today, tomorrow, day after, so she couldn't come. But we wanted to wish her all the best from this astonishing event here in Berlin. Shahrukh and Farah have worked previously also on many films, but they've co-produced the first debut film of director Farah Khan, which was called Mai Ho Na. That film was very successful on the box office, and despite it was a debut film, Farah Khan was not an unknown person to the world of Bollywood. Everyone, and especially everyone behind the scene, would have known her as the most in-demand choreographer. Choreographers in Bombay, in Bollywood, do have quite an important role to play, and there are days, especially when the song and dance scenes are produced, where maybe the choreographer is more important than the director. I'm not sure if you would agree on that, but this would lead to my first question. Your film very much is a tribute to Bollywood. We see in the first part of the film how it was in the olden days, in the 70s. Second half, it's the Bollywood of today. And my first question to you would be, do you think very, very much has changed, and how has it changed in Bollywood?
First, to everyone at Berlinale, thank you very much for having us over. It's really nice. Thank you very much. I've been working for 17 years, and for the first time I feel like a big movie star. So thank you. Thank you. No, that's because they said you could wear anything and come. That's like really starry, so you could wear a jacket and come. So. Actually, I was born in '65 and grown up watching films by the age of when I was 10 years old. So there's a deep impression on my mind and Farah's, who incidentally is not having one baby, she's having 3 babies. So that's more of a reason she could not be here. But we were always impressed by the kind of colors. So whenever I've traveled in the West, I have noticed that there is a kind of there is a preconceived notion what Indian cinema or Bollywood is like. It's a lot of colors. It's a little loud. It is little louder than loud. Okay, a little more loud. But that's the kind of people I would like. I won't make a generic statement, but I would say that's the kind of people Indians are. We do express ourselves a little loudly. We get angry louder. We cry louder. We laugh louder. So it sort of showcases the kind of culture, perhaps also the emotions that Indians are, the way they express it. We are also from a world, at least till the share market, results came out last 2-3 months. We were amongst the developing nations. Now we are not. Suddenly we are the happening nation and the happening economy. But movies do form a very integral part of our life, entertainment. As a matter of fact, movies are considered the only form of entertainment in our country. So all of us, including Farah, myself, we've grown up watching movies. There are a lot of issues people talk about, how movie stars behave all around the world. We wanted to take a look at it a little tongue-in-cheek, make fun of ourselves, be a little self-deprecating, and hope that everyone, whatever they feel Indian movies are like, we want them to know, yes, they're like exactly like this, and we are very proud of it. We are a little disorganized, we are a little over-emotional, we are a little demented, we are a little wrong, we are a little foolish, but what is beautiful is that makes us real. So we wanted to make an over-the-top movie, which is very theater-like, but showcase all the kind of elements in movie making in a fun way. So whether it was the 70s, which is the first part of Om Shanti Om, or the second, where the movie star is very spoiled, unlike me, who has an attitude and he likes booze, women, and goes late for shooting, and which I also do actually. So we just wanted to have fun doing it. Not much has changed. I think at the end of it all, nothing changes in movie making all around the world. We just want to tell nice stories which we feel are part of our lives. So I don't think much has changed in the 70s or the times of today. I just like to believe the heroes are better looking now. So but the whole idea of Om Shanti Om was to present to the Western world, plus back home, sort of, okay, you believe in Indian movies to be like this? Yes, they're like this, and it's happy to be like that.
Thank you very much. Questions? Please wait for the microphone. It's coming.
My name is Marco Rapetian, editor of the film magazine Spirit, A Smile in the Storm. First, it's nice to see you here in Berlin, Mr. Shahrukh Khan. And you're the greatest Bollywood star, but what's about Hollywood? Have you ever planned to work in the Dream Factory? And would it be also interesting for you to work in a European film production as an actor?
My English is not good.
You can learn it.
If they give me a role of a dumb person who doesn't speak, maybe. But with all, I'm not trying to be modest, but I think, I'm 42 years old. I'm a little brown. I don't have any special USP as an actor. I don't have any speciality as an actor. I don't know Kung Fu. I don't dance the Latin salsa. I'm not tall enough. I think anyone who's my age in the Western world, I've seen some of the films of, recent films in Europe. I've seen a lot of films of what you call the Dream Factory. I think there is no space for me. There is no place for me. Because I don't think I'm that talented. So I would like to continue doing work in India and hopefully take Indian cinema to the world. That's the ambition I have. I've been working for long, and I would like people to see Indian movies, and because I have been put in a place where I have become important in my world of cinema, I would like, through me, people in Germany or in America or in areas which are not popularly watch Indian films. Perhaps in my lifetime I can take it there. But I have no, and it's also not my choice. It's not like I land up in LaGuardia or I land up at the LA airport and Steven Spielberg's waiting for me there. He's not. So I don't think I'd be turning there. I just like to make some nice Indian movies, that's all.
So, no, wait.
Just a second.
Sorry. Please wait for the microphone. The lady behind has the microphone. That's first question, then you.
First of all, welcome Shah Rukh Khan in Berlin, in Berlinale. My name is Kishore Mustafa. I happen to come from the same region from you are. I'm a Pakistani. I work for Radio Deutsche Welle. I would take the advantage of this event. Let me ask a couple of questions in Hindi or Urdu, whatever you call it. Shah Rukh Khan,
sorry. Can you please remain in English because we don't have a translation provided in Hindi or Urdu?
Okay.
And even though
it would be just a request if you could say just a sentence in Urdu or Hindi, whatever. But my question is, you have come here, and as you mentioned, you are not a typical Hollywood type of a hero. What do you think? What is that has made you so popular in the West? In your own opinion, what part of your acting is liked so much in the West that you are so popular, and why Om Shanti Om this time to Berlinale? But because this kind of movies are very common in Bollywood. Thank you.
First, these kind of movies are not common anywhere in the world.
Bollywood.
This is the most unique, uncommon film ever made in the history of mankind. And it has to do a little with the fact that I produced it, so I'm... I really don't know. I've wondered myself. So I always quote this all over the world. My friend is here. She'd remember. I say this everywhere. I had these ladies from Germany, and I asked them once that, you know, what is that so special that you like about the movies that I do? And they said, which I think stands for a lot of the Western world. In no which way am I deriding, but I think, you know, as you progress in the world, a lot of things become mechanized. And these ladies told me, we have a button to go up the escalators, we have a button to drive the car, we have the button to make the juice, we don't have a button to cry. So we watch your movies because you are a button to cry. So I guess, you know, it's the kind of emotional content that the movies I worked in have provided, whether it's comic relief, whether it's drama, whether it's, you know, just crying out loud. You know, I guess that sort of is attractive. Plus, I think somewhere down the line, as the generations are progressing, I would really like to say it's not because of me that people have liked the movies, and I'm not being modest. I'm not modest by nature. But honestly, I believe that as the world is progressing, there is this unification, you know, amongst the hearts and minds of people that, you know, it's cinema, it's storytelling. So what if we don't know the language? But it's a story, let's hear it. You know, when I was young, I used to read Grimm's fairy tales, which have nothing to do with my country, or Hans Andersen, you know, fairy tales, which have nothing to do with my country. And if you read Panchatantra, which is from my country, you would still find some interesting stories that you read. So I guess the world is changing. The younger people, the new generation which is coming in, they do want to, you know, sort of take on the rest of the world just for the stories they tell. So I guess that could be the reason. It's not, I would have liked to believe it's because of me, but it's, that's really not true.
Okay. Please, can we have the microphone over here? Yeah.
Welcome to Berlin. Nice to have you here. I would like to turn that question around.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Monica Jones, also happens to be Deutsche Welle, but this time DWTV, okay. So there's a slight difference there. Okay. When I interviewed you just a couple of weeks ago in Mumbai over Christmas, you said that you were really looking forward to meeting your German friends and fans here. Now the question is, how do your German fans compare to those 3.6 billion others around the world? How would you describe them? What kind of reception did you get here in Berlin?
So because I'm in Berlin, I would say 3.6 billion one side and the German fans one side. They are much, much, much better. You know, what is really what intrigues me and makes me feel, I think really, I was telling Kishore when we were driving down, and you know, the gentleman who moves with me, Yasin, he said it's so shocking that, you know, a country like, you know, Germany, where we never expect, see, when we're talking about UK, we know a lot of Asians are there. Even France, there are a lot of Asians there. So you naturally accept the fact that, okay, some Asians have popularized Indian movies there. But when I think of a nation like Germany, it is really shocking, and it's very humbling. and it's very touching because I was at the airport and I tried to talk back to some of the ladies who had come there and tell them that are you coming to watch the movie or you coming for the red carpet, and they wouldn't understand what I'm saying, and they just kept looking at me, and I was like, they don't understand what I'm saying, but they like me, which is. So I realized maybe they like me because they don't understand what I say. But it was really wonderful. It's very, very, very humbling, to come here and meet people. I'd also like to add that, on movies, like I said, in India, are really looked up to, and you're given a demigod kind of status in India. And on weekends, I have a lot of people standing outside my house to see me, and I do meet at least 20, 30 people from Germany. And just let everyone know, I invite them especially into the house and take pictures with them. Because I'm very touched by this. I'm immensely. I still don't believe it. I was just telling inside when we were chatting, they said that in 18 minutes or 20 minutes, all the tickets were sold out. I said, maybe everybody got the name of the film wrong. But it's really touching. It's very, very humbling when I see people from Germany liking the movies that I do.
Okay. Over there.
So, my name is Nazmunnesa.
And you have a microphone finally.
Yeah, finally. And I write for newspaper in Bangladesh, India, and also in New York, some widely circulated Bengali newspaper. I wanted to ask you, do you think through your movie you can bring India close to Europe or Europe close to India? Is it a sign of a globalization? Or because last year in the festival, some girls were asking me, who are your fan, how old are you? I said, he's more than 40. And they don't believe it. He says, no, don't tell me that.
Any girl you meet who's 18, tell them I'm 24. Any girl you meet who's over 35, please tell them I'm 42.
Okay,
just
thank
to
you.
Let you know. But I don't think I can play. I heard an interview of Mr. Brad Pitt once, and he was asked a very important political question. And he says, I'm 40 years old, and I'm a man, and I wear makeup and go to work. You don't ask me important things of the world. I mean, it doesn't work. But I think maybe not closer, but I can introduce the kind of cinema, because I think cinema doesn't need any introduction. The kind of work we do is universal. Especially in India, we've been making movies for 100 years and been doing a big job of it, if not a great job, because we do make the maximum number of films in the world from one nation. So I think through the movies that I do, I would like to introduce different aspects of my country without, and I'll be very honest about this, without apologizing about the fact that we make a certain kind of cinema, without really trying to intellectualize the cinema that I do, because I'm a true believer that entertainment should come through it. And sometimes I know it does disturb a lot of people, the kind of films I promote. Not because they are controversial, but because they are so, for a lot of people, not so cerebral. And I think that's what makes the film nice, if it's not cerebral and still gets you to think a little, or gets to know about a different culture and country. So I think I may be someone who could be, I don't know if I can bind Europe and the eastern side together through the cinema. It's too big a work for a 42-year-old man who wears makeup to work. But I would like to believe that at the end of my career, I'll be able to introduce a lot of the kind of stories we tell in the East to the rest of the world also.
Okay. Back there, this gentleman.
My question to Dorothy, you were trying to get him several years, from at least 10 years. As far as I know.
She's made many passes at me.
Okay, sorry. And now he is here. How do you feel that?
I'm very happy.
Okay, there's another question is to Shahrukh. My name is Dawood Ibrahim. And in your country, there is the political problems. And you're not belonging to any political parties, but sometimes we do know that is, just your remarks is it's not favorable to this party and that party, whatever it is, the Congress party, and whatever it is, Balthakare, or whatever it is, Shiv Sena or BJP. Do you belong to any political party, and you do believe in these things? That's because all politicians, politician means Indian film actor and actress, they're very much involved with politics later. And are you?
I'd be very honest. I work very hard the whole day. So the only party I believe in is which starts after 12 a.m. So I like that party. There's no other party I'm attached to. The second part of your question, that after, I think I'm still into before. I've really not gone into the stage, and I can't speak for other actors who have joined politics. I wish them all the best because they must be understanding. To me, politics is a very selfless job. It is something that you do to run a nation, a city, or a country, or a state. And to be really honest and upfront, a lot of people don't like me saying it the way I say it, but I'm just a small-time mere actor. I'm not so important. I'm not so selfless. Actors are supposed to be narcissistic, self-centered guys who just love themselves. I'm not so self-centered, but I don't think I'm selfless enough to be able to make a viewpoint that would make a country or a state run. So I find myself really small when somebody tells me, would you be a part of politics? And I'm like, no, it's not because I deride it. It's because I'm not good enough to be a politician. I think politicians need to be really smart, really selfless, a lot of hard work, and I'm just happy being an actor. So I really, it's like somebody asking me now that, would you become an astronaut? I'm not good enough to be an astronaut. I don't think, I have a political viewpoint, but that ends at my doorstep, because any political viewpoint I have, longer than one day, my wife beats me up for having it. So I have no say in the house also after 24 hours. You must be having the same problem at home, I'm sure. So, I really don't have a huge political join-in with anyone.
Somebody there has a microphone.
Hello, hi, Charlie Masters from The Hollywood Reporter. I'd be interested to hear your opinion as well on this question, Mr. Kishore. What do you think is the significance of your film having such a prestigious slot in the Berlinale?
I think two important things for us. One, it gives us the opening for the Indian cinema in Germany. Shanti Om, I think, is the perfect launch for a commercial Bollywood cinema in Germany. We're going to have a full release on the 6th of March of the German version of Shanti Om, with about 40 to 50 prints in this country. I think it will open up the market to Europe, and it will give more recognition to the Indian cinema in Europe.
Okay. Yeah.
शाहरुख, एक छोटा सा हिंदी में आपको
No,
बर्लिन में
please,
जर्मनी में
excuse me, can you please speak in English? Otherwise, we cannot share. I'm sorry, because...
Okay, my name is Anwar Jamal. I'm from Deutsche Welle Radio Hindi Service. And Shahrukh, you have told that Germany has given you a lot of fan following. There are so many people you have met today. I've seen you outside also. What you are going to give Germany, especially at this special occasion when your film Om Shanti Om has been special screened for this program. अगर बहुत मेहरबानी होगी एक लाइन भी हिंदी में बोल दें please.
Please, can you speak? Can you translate
Yeah,
for
he said,
us?
I would really request to say at least one line in Hindi.
Okay.
in the middle of my answer.
Okay.
See, like I said right in the beginning, that I'm immensely humbled by this. It's a great honor. Let me at the onset say that, I've met Mr. Koslik. He's such a wonderful gentleman. Dorothy, I've met over years. Like you said, she's been trying to get me for some years now. But it's unbelievable. At home or in my heart, I may feel I'm a big movie star who's been working for a lot of years. But when you get involved in something as prestigious, as honorable, and as wonderful as the Berlin Film Festival, in whatever capacity, even if they were not, there was a point when I could not come because I was busy shooting a film. And I explained to her that I would love to come down and just be around to get a feel of how cinema is tutored, taught, learned, spread in Berlin. It's just amazingly humbling. And if you say, what would I do back? I wish I could do a German film. I would die for the Berlin Film Festival. I would, anything else. Yes, I'll speak in Hindi also. Don't worry. What I want to say, so I'll tell you what I'm going to say to him in Hindi. I'm going to say I'm very happy to be here, and I'm really thrilled that this opportunity has come the way of Om Shanti Om, which is a very important film for me and my director. मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि मैं यहाँ पर आया हूँ और ओम शांति ओम फिल्म के साथ आया हूँ और आपकी हिंदी न्यूज़ सर्विस के लिए बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद हो.
Hello, my name is Cameron. I am from Turkish Press. It's a pleasure for me to meet you here. I like your movies, but my wife, she loves your movies. And I have a question for you, 2 questions. Is it possible for you to work here in Berlin and make a movie with a German film production together? Or, yeah. And the second question is, how are you thinking about your success?
The first question, yes, I would love to come down here and do a film. I don't know if I can participate. See, again, it's not my choice. I'm sure the Berlin Film Festival has been really nice to me, but when the directors in Germany look at my films, and they're like, this guy, why have they got him here? But I would love to. I think we are planning a film, and I'll speak to Dorothy and the production team here, which we plan to shoot an Indian film here. And of course, we Indians are a little strange. We go abroad and we only want to do the action scenes in European countries. So we'll come and do some great action sequences here. We've been designing a film specifically to shoot a lot of it in Berlin and Germany. I think recently they shot a film here also. But we want to come down and shoot about a month or 40 days when it's not as cold. Maybe it's warmer. And the second part is I never thought I'd be so successful. I have never taken my success as something which is permanent. To me, success is, and I've always maintained that, it's something that has happened to me by chance. About 5-6 years ago, when I was younger and a little more silly, I really believed that it's because of me and my talent and my hard work. And then I saw people around me who are more talented, work much harder, and perhaps are absolutely in a better position to have the success that I've been given. So I truly thank God for it. I hope I can have the success till as long as my children grow up, so they don't get embarrassed about the movies that I do. And, I can keep on making them happy. So I want to dedicate the rest of my years in making children happy, actually. Not only mine, others also. And truly, I've never thought of, I was again in Kishore, and I'm like, driving in a big car, in a big plane, and, we go to some of the most beautiful, exotic places of the world. I'm invited, and everyone treats me with a lot of love and care. At immigration, they're nice to me. They don't, they don't frisk me. So I'm completely shocked that why am I successful. So because of that, I become humbler every year, and I hope I can do stuff for the kids. Also because I think kids are future investment. When they grow up, they'll watch my films and I'll be a star for a longer time. So I don't know, I don't think of myself as successful. I think it's given to me by some other reason, and I just will hold it carefully for that reason.
Okay, the lady here.
Hi, Shahrukh. I'm Mala from the Norwegian newspaper Aftenposten. As you might know, you have a lot of fans in Norway. Your age came up, and I was wondering, I'm going to pop the body question, because in India lately and in Bollywood films, there's been a lot of focus on muscles and fitness. And in Om Shanti Om, while watching it, I thought, oh my God, they got to him too. So, any views on that?
No, they keep on telling me that I'm getting older, so I thought I got to them too. I thought I got to the younger guys and showed them. I used to tell everyone when I was, a lot of people used to turn around and look at me and say, you do films. I've done a lot of romantic films where I'm really nice to ladies who don't go for my body, go for my mind. But they would say, you don't have muscles. And then my son grew older, and one day he said, you look very weak. You look flabby, Papa. And I was a little disappointed because I've been a sportsman, I've been a soccer player, and I think I'm quite fit. And so I said, this is no good. And I used to tell all these guys who would tell me, why don't you have a stronger body? And I said, I don't get roles like that. I've never been given a role of a cop or a superhero in underpants, nothing. So I'm like, I don't need to have a body. And then I used to tell these guys, see, I'll make a body. Who's going to teach you how to act? So I said, okay, let me just give it a shot. My son likes it, and I gave it a shot. It took me about 3-4 months of, giving up a lot of good things in life. But it looked nice. Now I'm used to it, so I'm trying to maintain it. I want to have a better body than my son. So that's the only reason, yeah.
Okay. Hi, Shahrukh. Nice to meet you here, and welcome to Germany. I'm not from the Deutsche Welle. I'm from Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung. My name is Fatma.
Zagia, and I would like to ask just one or two questions. First of all, in Germany, the impression or the image of Hindi films is mostly associated with being very kitschy. And could you tell something about this image? And the other point is, do you think European filmmakers could learn or can learn, or what can they learn from Hindi cinema?
Well, yes, I mean, yeah, the cinema is a little kitschy. I mean, there's no denying that. But depends on the kind of films you're watching. There are some unkitschy films also, which are more, I won't say they're more serious, but they deal with subjects which are more realistic. Like I said, the reason for it being like this is we have a very big country in terms of landmass, and even bigger in terms of the different cultures and languages that are spoken in the country. And as I also explained right in the beginning, there is no other mode of entertainment. We don't have great skiing, bowling alleys, multiplexes have just come in. We don't have a huge amount of entertaining venues open to people. Either it is too expensive, or people just cannot have access to it for reasons of geography. So, movies form a very, very integral part. So when I make a movie, I don't make it just for me, or I don't make it for a niche audience who understands or wants cinema of a certain kind, which is issue-based. I have to cater to the 80-year-old grandmom at home. I have to cater to some people who are completely illiterate, unfortunately, in my country still. And I have to cater to the richest man in the world from India. So it has to be in that one supposedly 90-minute film. I quickly make it 3 hours first so that everyone gets catered to. But in that one film, I'm able to reach out to everyone, so everyone has some value for money. So, you do tend to do a lot of things in our films, which as an actor also, or as a producer, I'm like, look, this is too kitschy, we should not get into this, we got to make it a little more real, tone it down, but then you say, no, it's for everyone. So it becomes... there are people in my country who forego a meal to go and watch a film, which is still unfortunate and very, very sad thing to say, but it happens. So when people are going to do that, my films have to be for the masses. So there is a certain parameter that I need to follow. I do. There are a lot of other people who make niche and great cinema, wonderful cinema. The second part, can I say anything to the European or the German filmmakers? I would just say, I think as cinema has gone ahead in technology, the cinema is or on the brink of getting eaten up by technology. I love Spider-Man, I love Superman, I love Batman, I love all the space-age films, but sometimes I find nothing else beyond the special effect in a film. And I think it's very easy to suddenly start saying, okay, this will be handled by green screening. I think one needs to start looking inwards towards some special. See, stories might be the same, but new ways of narrating them. And I think because we are so raw in the East, we have just been exposed to the world cinema, maybe our stories would be interesting to take on and use the technology that is in the Western world and have a mix like that. But I can't give advice how to make better films. I think the Europeans make the most wonderful films in the world.
Okay, I think we have time for one last question. The gentleman over there, please.
Standing?
Standing?
Well, he was, I think he was before you, the one sitting next to you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm from the French news agency. I wanted to follow up on some of the questions you've been asked already about Om Shanti Om looks back to the 70s and the Hindi cinema. Then what's changed with the current cinema is the production values are obviously much better. But as you said, some of the basic elements of Hindi cinema, perhaps the melodrama, the storytelling, the song and dance have remained. How do you see it in 30 years' time in the future? As Indian cinema gets more exposure in international festivals like this, there's a growing international market, as talked about before. Do you fear that there might be a change, that they might start to lose some of those signature elements that you've described and why it's been so important for the masses in India, especially as also the market in India must be changing as it develops and the wealth grows?
I think yes. I mean, I've got a few changes which I can straight away say should happen. One of them is that Indian cinema should be shorter. We make too long, I mean, our films are too long and you need to have an interval. I find that a bit distracting, to be really honest, because, when you want people to come back, unless a film desires it, like a Titanic, which is a big, huge film, but every film cannot be 3 hours long. I have started making an effort, at least in my films, to start keeping them to 2 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes, and I think the next few films I'll try and make them shorter. That is one change I think Indian cinema needs to make without any egos or, worries, oh, my story is 3 hours long. Take it or leave it. No. I think if we are looking and catering to the Western world now, they're used to a uniform, and we need to honor that and respect that. I mean, a black tie should mean a black tie. So we would honor that. That is one aspect. The second part that you asked is, yes, as the exposure is increasing, there will be changes, but I doubt that we will leave the era of musicals very fast, if that is one of the questions. I mean, I think we'd convert the French to Moulin Rouge instead of stopping singing songs ourselves. It forms an integral part of our being. It's completely something, it's kung fu for us. It's like that. We believe in singing and dancing because we have festivals like that in our country, and every month people are singing and dancing on the roads. So that's an integral part. I think the musical element will remain. Maybe it will get put in with more reason and become more reasonable itself. Like in Swades, I don't know if you've seen a film like that. You guys call it Swades. It's Swades, which means own country. Where the music comes in the background more often, or there is a festival or a function going on where somebody sings in a mic. The third change that would happen is technology will come in. India will offer a huge market to the Western films. I think that is the biggest change. You'll be surprised to know that ours is the only nation where Western films don't do well. They just don't do well. So we've tried to dub them, we've tried to change them, but there is this huge attachment to the kind of cinema that India makes. So I think that is going to change, and we will sort of want everyone to be educated in our country to accept the Western cinema also, Hollywood cinema also. I think these few changes will make the films shorter, a little logically musical, and I guess we'll still wear the bell-bottoms. We like them.
So this is up to me now to say thank you very, very much, Shahrukh Khan, Kishore Lula. Thank you all for being here, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
To your left, please. To your left, please.